Hey you guys, I'm here doing a car chat, and I wanted to come on and tell you guys how last year I was able to make over $4,000 in 1 month from doing what I'm doing right here. If you guys want to know the secret sauce, doing car chats and actually making this a way of making money while you're driving your kids to school, going to work, coming back home from work, or whatever the case may be, stay tuned. So welcome back everyone, my name is April Butcher and I am the plug, and I come to give you guys just common sense advice on how to start your YouTube channel and just life advice in general. Even though I talk about YouTube a lot on here because I've had several years of success of being here on YouTube, and I have another channel with over 46,000 followers. It's not just a channel about YouTube, okay? It's about life in general and just sharing my information, which I call my connects, okay, to help you have lots of success. So if that interests you, definitely hit that subscribe button, like this video, and let's get into the car chat. So a lot of you may be seeing me film from this angle right now. I just want to give some type of transparency. My husband's filming right now. Turn the camera on you, Brian, so they don't think I'm holding the camera and driving at the same time. Little sneak attack. But last year I was on YouTube and I made over $4,000 a month with just putting my camera up here, my phone up here, and driving to work, going to drop my daughter off to school, picking her up from school, and I would utilize that time to actually car chat. The reason why I love doing car chats is because it's very simple. It's what you do already, right? What you're doing already is chit-chatting on the phone with your girlfriends, chit-chatting on the phone with your husband in the morning or in the evenings, when you could be chit-chatting right here on YouTube and chit-chatting with us, okay, and making some coin, okay? So I decided that I was going to stop chit-chatting with friends on the phone and focus my attention on whatever the topic of the day was. A lot of times I would talk about, the Kardashians, because that's what my other channel is about. Debunking things about them, common sense advice about, pop culture news. So it was easy for me to wake up in the morning, see what was on TMZ, see what was on the Shade Room, and then come right here on YouTube and give my 2 cents about it, right? Now, I was pumping out videos, y'all, like 2 to 3 times a day. I was kicking out videos, just riding in the car and chatting it up. One thing for sure, I used to keep my eyes on the road, okay? And the reason why I'm driving now is, and you're getting the angle you're getting, is because my husband's holding the camera. Usually the camera is right here on the dashboard where I'm looking forward. And so a lot of my subscribers would be like, oh, you should be keeping your eyes on the road. Well, excuse me, Judy, Betsy, Karen. My eyes are on the road. It's just my camera is facing directly at me. So I have my camera facing at an angle where it can face directly at me. Car chats are very easy to edit because they're one stop. You don't have to really edit much of this and like stop and start unless you're just stopping and starting. You could also see a lot of people on YouTube do car chats just sitting in the car. Sometimes I would park in the Target parking lot before going into Target, and I would do car chats there. Another way that you could do car chats is using these glasses. The glasses I was telling y'all about in my last video, just to give people a different angle, or if you have somebody else in the car that you're chatting with, you could get that different angle, or you could get that different angle or aspect of the conversation to make it a more two-way conversation. But for the most part, I wouldn't really use my glasses unless I'm shooting B-roll for a video, and then I would actually show my glasses. And by the way, I'm using this hand, but my other hand is on the wheel, okay? So I would just treat it like I'm FaceTiming, not FaceTiming, but like talking to someone on the phone on my way to work in the morning, or talking to someone on the phone while I'm going to drop my daughter off to school or pick her up. The reason why I say on my way to school or to pick her up is because in the morning, pro tip, in the morning would be the best time to actually like film, because when the sun shines on your face, you would get like this beautiful sun-kissed glow first thing in the morning that would just be like chef's kiss. You wouldn't have to edit. You wouldn't have to be putting makeup on. You didn't have to do any of that, because the sun was giving you that natural sun-kissed glow and really lighting up the car to where you didn't need any excess like lighting or anything like that that would fool with the camera. So I absolutely love car chats. Now there are some cons to car chats, okay? Car chats are good, but you have to be careful when you're doing them. I only did car chats Monday through Friday. I would record. Saturday and Sunday was off, because Saturday and Sunday is usually the day that everybody's off from work, everybody's ripping and running, and I didn't want to give myself the opportunity for anything to happen while I'm just doing some ripping and running type situations. Also with car chats, at some point you might need to increase your insurance on your car, just because you're recording in the car and, you know, people are aware of that. So if you are in fear of like, you know, someone accusing you of doing something while you're car chatting, have no fear. You could just sit with the car parked, put your camera up, face the sun, and you will get beautiful sun-kissed footage, okay? Another con to car chats is that sometimes you're talking, you're having a good train of thought, and someone does something crazy in front of you that makes you cuss them out, okay? Or have some type of road rage. So you have to be mindful of that when you're car chatting. You're just chatting with your friends. Sometimes I would say stuff like, what is she doing, like crossing in front of me, like stuff like that. Some people in my audience will crack up laughing or whatever. But just be mindful of that when it comes to insurance issues. I'm just putting a disclaimer out there. Don't come looking at me, okay? You go do something crazy while car chatting, don't come look at me. Don't be saying April told y'all to do it. I'm just telling y'all what I did, okay, and how I made my money. And I made over $4,000 in 1 month just from uploading car chats 2 to 3 times a day. Okay, and these were very short car chats, probably lasted as long as this particular video that I'm doing right now, probably 10 minutes max. And I could crank them out. Like I can actually, I'll give you guys an example. I would record my drive to pick up my daughter, which I'm doing currently right now. I would go to pick her up, and by the time I go to pick her up and I'm waiting for her to get, you know, released from school, I would have already recorded the video, and I would have already like edited the video and get ready to post it on YouTube. That's just how quick I used to do car chats, okay? And how easy it is to do it. It's just disclaimer, you have to keep your eyes on the road. You can't be like looking down and showing people product and saying, oh, this lotion, or driving with no hands on the wheel. No, there's a process to that, because I don't want everybody out here willy-nilly doing all kind of craziness. But it is a way to get content out. If you're a person that's like, oh, you know, where do I start? How can I start? Sit in your car. You could just park in the parking lot and sit in your car. When you're on your lunch break at work, instead of eating your lunch at your desk, come and sit in your car and do your videos and do your talks and your chats there. And plus, I also did a really, really cool intro to my car chats. I'll put it in here.
Yeah. Yeah. She want that bag, I get that cash, smoking that gas, I get that bag, she want that bag, I get that bag, I get that cash, smoking that gas, she want that bag, I get that cash,
And I filmed that myself. I filmed that myself with my husband. We went out into the desert and just filmed it at Red Rock Canyon, and it came out beautiful. Now, the only thing with the car chats, I will tell you, is that if something happens to you And like, let's say you gotten your audience hooked on doing the car chats, and you lose your car, get repo child, or something happen to your car, or you get sick and you can't film in that car. Just be prepared for that. Know that your monetization will be affected by that, because trust me, I've been there. The car I had then is not the car I have now. Okay? Say less. But just be mindful of those things when you're filming car chats, that it's all about safety. Driving with your hands on the wheel, having your seatbelt on. There will be people that come in the comment section and say crazy, heinous things to you. My eyes are on the road. My hands are on the wheel. My seatbelt is on. What more do you want? People do this all day, every day. I see people on their cell phones playing games all day, every day. Tesla has self-driving cars that people be in there asleep. Okay? So there's way worse things in the world than being with your phone and talking and doing stuff you already regularly do on the regular, is what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day, get paid for it. Okay? So if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section down below. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to get connected to the plug and stay plugged in. I have more videos coming out soon about YouTube and also Threads, and where is TikTok going. So the only way you're going to know that is if you stay connected to the plug. Okay? With that being said, if you want to know also how I film my intro to my car chats, definitely let me know. I'm also available for hire if you want to make your intros really nice. I do that also. But with that, plug into the plug by subscribing. And I'll see you guys next time to get connected. Bye.